The following program is intended for mature audiences.
In this episode of the Truth Be Told podcast,
what's the business?
Joyner Lucas disses everybody in punk rap.
But why?
Jeezy and T.I might have an album on the way soon.
We've been waiting for this because they've been talking about it for a while.
Cardi B shows love to Rapsody.
Hats off to you.
And we got album reviews from Zero,
King of the Ghetto,
Big Baby DRAM,
Broccoli,
and the Black Eminem Hopsin.
Darkness.
And now, let's get into some artistic ignorance with Barry Ross and Infidel Castro.
You're doing it wrong. You gotta have feeling. And now, some artistic ignorance from Infidel Castro and Barry Ross.
You're now listening to the Truth Be Told podcast from Trillmatic.com. Trillmatic.com.
What it do, Trillions?
Welcome back
to the Truth Be Told podcast, hosted by your boy Big UU, aka Barry Ross, and Riffa.
Yes, sir.
Aka
Infidel Castro.
That's right. We are back with episode 94.
94.
That's right. We deep in this thing, bruh.
We almost there.
We deep in this thing, bruh.
We almost there.
Make sure y'all subscribe to the podcast if you haven't. Subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher. Subscribe on YouTube. Pretty much wherever the podcast is. You can always go to trillmatic.com/truthbetold to get every episode ever on the website.
Yes, tune into the old shit. Catch up.
That's right. And we appreciate everybody that's been leaving us reviews. We also appreciate some of these comments we've been getting to. We're going to read a few comments from YouTube because it's some pretty interesting comments. Somebody told us that this is a comment from YouTube from AW. He says, the funniest part is hearing these guys fuck up artists and group names. Maybe it's an accent thing. Keep doing y'all thing, though. You got any response to that?
It could be an accent thing.
I don't know who's
I don't know who we fucked up.
The only people I know that we fucked up is you saying Ed Sheridan.
And
I'm saying Ed Sheeran.
And we weren't sure about what, Jadena?
Oh shit, we weren't sure.
That one.
Eat your dinner with your dinner. Eating your dinner. We came up with a whole
TV
a reality show, a TV show called Eating Your Dinner with Your Dinner. Yeah. So shouts out to AW. We appreciate that. Yeah. We're gonna try to get all these.
We're gonna keep fucking these names up for you.
Definitely keep fucking these names up. Also, Music Maniac, he responded to one of our podcasts. He asked us to talk about the Mason Cameron, and he says, I'm sorry, but Mace cooked the shit out of Cameron. Cameron took an L on this one. If you heard the podcast last week, we did kind of lean more towards Cameron, even though the whole internet kind of leaned towards Mace. You got anything to say to
that? We're right, they're wrong.
No, they're always wrong.
No,
all right.
No, really. It's just a matter of opinion.
Just a matter of
opinion.
And
we did give Mace his props. He said some shit in there. We didn't say that he was garbage. We didn't say nothing like that. So we just gave it a little edge. I even said it was like a slight edge on my behalf.
It was a very slight. We kind of gave it a little bit to Cam. You know what I'm saying?
Can't knock it.
Cam was a little bit funnier.
Yeah, that's what we were looking for. That's what we broke it down to. So yeah.
Right. Even though it did sound like he was rapping in the garbage can, we, I get it.
We looked beyond that.
We did look past that. So, But shout out to Music Maniac. We appreciate the comment. For anybody else that wants to comment, please comment on our YouTube channel.
That's what we may put you on the podcast. We may read your comment.
We definitely may read your comment on here, especially if it's funny too.
Yeah. Be creative.
Be creative. Before we get into the 1994 segment, okay, real quick, we gotta address this. Your boys, plural,
multiple.
Your grown man, some alien, some mutant, some rich baby bizoys,
some gods.
The Avengers trailer for Infinity War has released.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
what do you?
What I think of it? I'm gonna tell you like this. I probably watched.
A little stunned for a second.
I did. I probably watched this trailer. I literally probably about 17 times. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I won't even lie.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to like catch everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on there.
Oh yeah.
This is pretty much the culmination of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All these little end credit scenes.
Everything coming together.
Everybody coming together. I looked at the credits on this.
It's everyone.
It's everyone.
It's everyone that's been in Marvel, pretty much.
Everyone.
Marvel movies, yeah.
Everyone
except Colston. He died.
Except Colston. Yeah.
But he's on.
I think Samuel Jackson is on there.
He's not on there either.
I don't think he's on there either. Yeah, but
they didn't need him.
Well, shit, they probably having a budget. They're like, fuck, we gotta.
Yeah,
it's too much.
We're paying all these people already.
Right. I want to see what the budget is for this and bring them all in the movie.
Goodness.
I thought it was. I thought it was great.
Taking budget like some cuts on their pay just because they just want to do it. They just want to be seen.
Well, they're probably not doing too much. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this got to be like a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
So they're probably like, they got you for 4 seasons.
You think they're gonna make it a 3-hour? You think they're gonna make them cut it down?
Well, I mean,
not with that many characters. You can't cut it down.
It's going to be at least 2.5 hours.
Like they made Justice League cut it down to 2 hours.
Right.
And it's like that needed to be longer. With this one, it better at least be 2.5.
It's going to be.
It needs to be closer to the 3-hour mark, just because how many characters they have, the story.
Right,
I mean, bringing Thanos in there just to make it complete. You got to have it like a full length feature. You got to have this shit long.
Right. There's a lot going on in this trailer. I wouldn't even be surprised if somewhere in there they probably add some of the Marvel TV show characters into it.
Think so? You might think they might gonna bring
I think there's gonna be an appearance, man. I really do.
By who? Punisher, Daredevil, Luke Cage.
I would like it to be
Jones?
Luke Cage. I would like it to be Luke Cage.
So just one.
Luke Cage is damn near invincible, pretty much.
So they could really use him.
Yeah, so he can do something. Take a punch from the Hulk to the face or something.
I don't think they're gonna do that. Did you see them on the cast credits?
You know they're gonna have surprises though, man. You know they don't always put everybody there.
Those things ruin surprises. Like those, like
the cast credits.
Yeah. When you go on there already with IMDb,
yeah,
they'll ruin the cast credits for you already, so you'll find out if someone's in there,
right? Like
ahead of time, so they can't hide it from that. They put that out,
right? What did you think of it?
Oh, I thought it was fucking awesome.
Right.
I mean, shit. Just because I like DC doesn't mean I don't like Marvel.
Right.
I mean, I fucking love Marvel too. I have my favorite characters and everything.
Right.
I wish they could have fucking had Wolverine in a fucking Avengers because he is an Avenger. That would have been fucking dope. That would have been like ultimate for me because I'm a big Wolverine fan.
Right.
And shit, if they could manage to just have a few jokes by Deadpool, that'd be dope.
Right. I think what's gonna happen though is this is gonna be interesting to see all this with everybody in here because this will be the first time that you've seen like a movie like this, with everybody in it, and if it's executed well, I'm gonna be looking back at X-Men like, what happened? What did you do? Why couldn't you do this?
Yeah, why couldn't y'all make it like this? Y'all had plenty of time. It's probably because they're the first, you know.
Oh, I think too.
I kind of set it off with a franchise in a comic book. You know, other than Batman's had a few, but it really wasn't the same as how Marvel has multiple characters and you gotta build it all together, you know. They were the original before, you know, Marvel and DC even tried to start doing it, you know.
Right.
X-Men started doing it. And somebody get this man a shield.
So I do feel like some people are gonna die in this shit.
Hey, yeah. There's some speculation that
Spider-Man?
That nobody will die and that they'll wait for another Avengers movie and try to milk it. Nah, somebody's got to take an L in this. I would hope that somebody, not that I want someone to die, but it's too many fucking people. Yeah, and it even looks like I could have sworn I seen, what's his name? Iron Man's homeboy. Fucking the army dude. I always forget his name. Oh, you're talking about War Machine. Yeah, War Machine. There you go. Anyways, but yeah, it looked like he was at the end. Unless that was Iron Man, but it kind of looked where he's holding them in his arms? Well, no, I'm talking about when he's flying with the group. You know what I'm saying? He looked more metal, not reddish, like that Iron Man. So I don't know. I was thinking.
I don't know either. Spider-Man's got his suit, and everybody's.
Well, they showed War Machine. What's his name? Working on his legs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cheetah working on his legs.
I actually read somewhere, or I watched it like a clip or something. And he was talking about how he's going to be using like some legs that were built by Tony Stark.
Yeah, that's what I figured, and I was like, so I could definitely see him still in this one also. Right.
Who do you want to see die? I'm gonna be real
ballsy. You just straight like, who do you want to see die?
I would tell you who I want to see die.
Oh.
Captain America.
Captain America, because he was supposed to die?
He needs to die.
He's supposed to die in Civil War, I believe, right? Yeah, I believe he was supposed to die in Civil War in the comic-wise. I believe. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this. But I think I've heard that he was supposed to die on Civil War in the comics, and he didn't. He didn't. Right. You know, like, they didn't have anyone really die.
Was Spider-Man supposed to die, too?
In Civil War? I'm not
sure. Civil War's supposed to have X-Men in there, too, so...
Yeah.
This thing is all over the place, so we really don't know what's going to happen.
The rights are all over the place as well. So
Vision, I think he's got to go.
Vision might. The thing is, they may save that for another movie. I mean, well, no, he may die for the fact that he has one of the stones.
Right.
He has one of the Infinity Stones, Infinity Gems, however you want to say it.
Yeah.
And he.
I think they were saying Thor dies too.
He needs to get that for the gauntlet. You know, so it's like. If he's going to get it off, that should, in essence, kill Vision, you would think.
They said that this is going to be their finale. Well, the next one.
What next one?
The next one is going to be their finale of the Avengers, I believe.
So, that's why I'm thinking, what if someone doesn't die in this one and they make it that one where someone dies? The finale.
Listen, people's contracts are up. People's contracts are running up. They're like, fuck.
They're going to kill
I want to do more movies. I want to expand my artistic integrity. And I think some people are tired of doing Marvel. You know what I'm saying? That's just so some people are going to fucking die.
Okay. They're obviously not killing Spider-Man because he's going to have a part 2 movie, another Spider-Man movie.
Right.
So, it's obviously not going to kill him. You can, obviously Black Panther's not going to die. I don't know. There's a few people that you can already count out.
There's so much
they're going to be living
of Spider-Man that we just have not seen. Like, we just haven't seen a good Venom. We haven't seen Carnage. You know what I'm saying?
Venom's getting his own movie. So,
I know he's getting his own. I'm saying we haven't. There's a whole world of Spider-Man that we just haven't even fucking tapped into yet.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They're not gonna kill him off.
Yeah. So I don't know, man, but it was actually a pretty good trailer.
For me, because I still didn't answer who I think needs to die or is gonna die. The Hulk. No, I'm just fucking with you. He can't die. Can't fucking die.
I actually read somewhere that because there's some issues going on with them trying to make a solo movie that they're hoping that when you look at the whole cinematic universe, you will find a Hulk movie within all of it.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
If you think about it, like that's the way they can only do it. That's the only way they can do it. So.
Right.
And they're gonna kill off Vision probably. Yeah. I mean, that's who. I just think he has to die for the gauntlet to get complete and for Thanos to really be a threat to have all the stones.
Right.
Unless they save that. Like, well, maybe he doesn't get all the stones in this movie.
Right.
So, I don't know. I really don't know. Captain America, though, I agree. He needs to because he should have already.
We're going to take it back.
We're taking it way back.
To 1994.
Bring in the dream roll.
That's right. So, this is... 1994 was the year of classics.
Oh my god!
Like all-time classics. To this day, classics. Okay, for me, anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, me too.
This is like, I guess, my golden era. You know what I'm saying? For me, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're right at the peak of it. Well, I don't say peak of it, but we're definitely at the height of.
Yeah, it really is kicking off.
It's really kicking off here. There were a lot of albums that came out during this time, but probably one of the most important ones to a lot of people and hip hop in general was Nas's Illmatic. That's ranked like number 1 on all the list of all top hip hop albums that came out in 1994.
It was
Illmatic.
It was Illmatic, yeah.
Right.
I mean, it set it off like that. Set off Nas's career. Like people knew who he was after that. Like that fool. Style, like his wordplay and the way he fucking told stories. I mean,
right.
Shit. No one else was doing it like that at that point, and hip hop needed that.
You know, I mean, to this day, that album like still impacts the culture. Because I mean, look, this is Trillmatic.com. Trillmatic was a play off of Illmatic.
Had the TR.
And had the TR from the Texas, baby.
Which
brings me to Super Tight from UGK. Which if you like Southern rap, especially in the 2000s, and some of what Big Crit is doing right now, a lot of that shit came from Super Tight. Even the front, back, side. Remember T.I.'s rendition of it? That was the original song is on this album.
Anyone say they got a pocket full of stones?
Right? I got a pocket full of stones.
And this was part 2, so he had already done part 1.
Right. But no, I mean, this was a good year for the South too, where like the legends came out. Outkast dropped Southern Playalistic Cadillac Music, which is it's a hip hop classic, but it was very musical. You know what I'm saying? When you really listen to what was going on there, they were like ahead of their time. They were doing different stuff.
Fuck yeah, they definitely that's what set them off, set them different from everyone else at that point. They had that style, that different Atlanta style, and a lot of music out of Atlanta came from that,
right?
And we also had Scarface, The Diary.
That's right, Scarface, The Diary came out.
Fucking dope ass album.
This was a lot of him in storytelling mode.
Yeah, Mind Playing Tricks, 94.
Right.
Yeah, we had I Seen a Man Die.
Yeah.
That was a very...
Never seen a man cry till I seen a man die.
That was a deep ass fucking... That was a strong ass...
Right. If you can't, go watch that video.
Yeah.
Go watch that video.
And listen to them lyrics.
Right.
Hand of a dead body.
Right.
Yeah, it was a dope album, that one too.
Right. One of the... during this time period in 1994, the East Coast pretty much was holding the crown. They had been holding the crown for a while, but this was like they were... they fucking was running with that torch, man. Like, East Coast really did have it on lock. For the majority, it was, hip hop started in the East Coast, and this was like the, everything that had led all the shit that they had. They held that shit. You know what I'm saying? And a part of that was Mr. Notorious B.I.G., who was also a hip hop legend. R.I.P. Dropped his album Ready to Die. Which, to this day, I mean, that's like considered like
that's
probably top 50 hip hop albums of all time or whatever.
I mean, that made an impact. I mean, that was the set off of B.I.G.'s career. I mean, he instantly became a legend, right, in the sense like the album was fucking just all around. Listen to that shit front to back.
Right.
I mean, that shit was fucking dope. We also had 8-Ball MJG.
8-Ball MJG, yeah. This was an album I didn't really hear too much, but I know this was something that you
something my brother put me on too.
Right,
yeah, definitely. I mean, it was a dope ass album.
Right.
Outside looking, it was dope.
Yeah, you really realize like how long these people have been putting time into this game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You still hear shit from 8-Ball to this day, and MJG, both of them, not necessarily together at the same time, but you'll hear them coming out, getting featured on other people's shit. I mean, they still do their thing. They still
15
got
years.
Still got them bars.
Right. And this was a lot of people's first albums this year. We talked about Nas, Biggie, Outkast, Common Sense, his album Resurrection, with his classic track I Used to Love Her, about where he pretty much made the metaphor of hip hop into a woman, and that actually ended up sparking into a beef between him and Ice Cube, I believe, later on down the line. Yeah. But that's a classic hip hop track, and even to this day, people still talk about hip hop as a woman. Like even to this day, whenever people put the metaphor of hip hop into a person, they put it into a woman, all because of Common. He kind of set that off. So
Common Sense.
That was when he was Common Sense. He wasn't common yet.
Yeah. He had The Brat, Funkdafied,
which was her first album too.
Yes,
right. But she doesn't get a lot of props as a female rapper in the game.
She really doesn't. I mean, she's a dope artist. I mean, she fucking could spit fast lyrics. You know what I'm saying? She keep up with some of them fast spitting artists. I mean, she she was definitely an artist that was fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? For her time when she was doing it. You know?
Right.
I mean, we also had some other Southern music. We had ESG coming out.
That's shit.
That's
some Texas shit.
Yeah, I had to bring that up because we had Swangin' and Bangin'.
Right.
I mean, that's more Texas classic right there, man. I mean, Smoke On, man. That's more. Obviously, some people are like, who's ESG?
Right.
We'll go listen to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you'll actually find out.
If you want to know, T.I made a reference to ESG on the Three Kings song with Slim Thug and Bun B. And tell that nigga ESG and Paul Wall too. Mm-hmm. Right. So T.I knew his Texas shit. You know what I'm saying? He knew his Texas shit. Another first album was Method Man Tikal. I came to bring the pain.
Man.
Right. Method Man is one of my favorite rappers of all time. If y'all haven't, make sure you go check out the review of the last Wu-Tang album that we did, where I kind of came at one of Method Man's bars a little bit, but he's still a legend of mine.
Still ill.
Yeah.
Nah, and I kind of don't want to. After you say Method Man, this is like when, I don't know if this is the last. There's other artists who had their first albums too. We had Keith Murray.
Yeah, he did.
We had Coolio,
Fugees, which that wasn't their super high classic album.
Nah,
this is more a little bit rough around the edges, but it was definitely their first album that had some hot shit on there. Pete Rock and CL Smooth dropped my favorite album from them, which was The Main Ingredient. The vibes on it, the way they was rapping, you know what I'm saying, the stuff they were talking about was, to me, classic to this day. I think a lot of that is, if you listen to that, you can kind of hear where Kanye got his early sound from. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can definitely hear that, pick up those sounds. So shout out to Pete Rock and CL Smooth.
I remember another album I listened to. I heard was Big Mike. I don't know.
See, I know I've never listened to Big Mike.
Dude, I'm serious. That was an album I was put on to also from my brother.
Right.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
I believe he's from Texas, possibly. Texas? At least the South.
Right.
Yeah, he was a rap a lot.
Oh, okay.
He was a rap a lot, and that's probably why. Because
did his name change to Tila?
That's so hard. No,
Tila.
No, it didn't. But Tila,
I used to fuck with Tila though, man. Yeah. Shouts out to Tila. Right. Tila, hey, y'all go do a search for Tila.
Yeah. We even had some old school heads come in, like still Big Daddy Kane was still coming out, just to let you know that some 80s rappers were still hanging in there trying to put out their albums still.
Warren G dropped his West Coast classic Regulate.
G-Funk era.
Yeah. Okay, he was down there when he was just kind of kicking it off, you know what I'm saying? And the West Coast was kind of figuring out their sound and stuff. He kind of made it a little bit smoother, you know what I'm saying?
Regulators.
Yeah. Go look that one up, man. Yeah. With Nate Dogg.
Man.
Yeah, but 1994 was a great time, man.
We can't forget about some of the kind of like almost like soundtracks, and one was like a compilation in a sense. We had the Murder Was the Case album come out. We talked about Murder Was the Case on one of our episodes.
Yeah, we did.
So that actually came out as well, and that was a pretty good album. It was the whole documentary type thing that came out. There was a thing about the whole Murder Was the Case situation.
Above the Rim soundtrack,
yeah,
which was a classic hood movie.
Yeah, Thug Life.
Right. ESG did come out back then, man. 666 Mafia, Smoked Out, Loped Out.
Yeah.
Smoked Out, Loped Out.
Yeah.
Y'all know about that.
They had definitely some classic albums. I mean, Thug Life, which was like Tupac and shit also.
Right. Rapping Forte.
Oh, Rapping Forte.
Oh, y'all know about that. Master P, The Ghetto's Trying to Kill Me.
Redman came out with one.
Redman did come. Was that his first album? I think. No. It was
second.
Right, yeah. Shouts out to Redman though, man. He's a legend too.
Still a legend.
Right. I mean, 1994 was a good year, man. Like it was a very, 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 very strong year in hip hop. I'm pretty sure that I'm pretty sure a lot of people probably started liking hip hop in 1994. Not to say we're not talking about like people didn't like it before, but I'm pretty sure like it became probably a bigger it probably gained a bigger audience in 94.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because you had the East Coast, you had the West Coast, you had
South.
Memphis, you had the South. Everybody was like coming up like...
Everyone was starting to come out with albums, and everyone was starting to find their spot in hip hop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
as a coast.
It's interesting too, because a lot of these people, they didn't really have forefathers. They were just doing them. They were just doing what they knew. You know what I'm saying? We talk about like Outkast. There was nobody. I mean, who was there? Who the fuck was their influences?
Yeah.
Like Bootsy Collins or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck influenced them on the rap? They did their own shit, bro.
Yeah, they
created
that. I mean, some people had to create,
right,
their own style, because in a sense they probably were like, this music isn't doing it for us. We're gonna have to just do our own thing.
Right.
And
I can't relate to this West Coast shit, or I can't relate to this ATL shit, or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had to pick their own.
And at that point, they were rapping on those beats, or on their own beats. You know, people around producing, they're doing their own little thing. So it's like, why don't we just come out and like really take this by storm?
Right.
Try it. Go out there. Make some moves. Did it, and look what happened.
Legends.
Legends. Young legends in the game. Started something new, creative.
Right.
Sound completely different.
Yeah.
So we had some great music in '94.
Definitely, some bomb ass shit, bro. Go listen to J. Rue the Damager. You know what I'm saying? Go listen to Diggable Planets. Like, bomb ass shit came out in '94. Okay, like literally, this shit kind of set the whole stage for like the direction it was going to. They kind of set it up for years down the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, without Outkast and UGK and but without them, there would be like no like South push that happened in the early 2000s. That would have never happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, they literally set up the South for success. You know what I'm saying? Producers came out and the styles kind of changed. Everybody got like a little sharper. You know what I'm saying? It was just a great time, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't even want to know what was going on in 95.
Well, oh yeah, 95. We'll speak on that in a week.
Yeah,
you know
next week we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that because there's a lot going on in 95 as well.
Right. But shout out, man. Shout out to 94, man. You know what I'm saying? Take a sip and drink some of that.
So what was your top?
My top albums? Illmatic is one. Outkast, Southern Playalistic, UGK Super Tight.
Hard to pick one, huh? It is hard to pick
it's just
this one.
I'll say those three if I had to pick.
So Illmatic and
the main ingredient is P Rock CL Smooth.
Me, I'd have to have G-Funk era.
Warren G. Okay.
Yeah, had of course Outkast as well.
Right.
I wasn't at that time. I wasn't as into Nas and Biggie. Actually, I could say I was into him, but not as. Still wasn't as as much as I did as I got a little older.
Right.
But to Cal, well, with me, if I had to go with three, I'd have to go with definitely Super Tight, Warren G, and that 8-Ball MJG.
Right.
Yeah, I had to go with those because those were like the main ones. I mean, and there's so many more. Above the Rim. I mean, it's hard to pick like the top three because there's so many more honorable mentions.
Right.
But yeah, those would be my three.
Shouts out to 1994.
Glad we could take you back.
Right. Your girl. Think about the last time when I did it. These bitches just pick up.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
Bro, I remember spilling it because I seen this and I remember spilling it. Right. I didn't remember like what happened until you just said that right now. Because even when you said your girl, I didn't even think of it. And then when you said, I just remember, I was like, oh shit, that is what happened.
Right.
That's what happened.
Yeah. Your girl, Barty, Bodak, Yellow, Fix the Teeth, Cardi B. You know what, man? This really sucks. I'm trying not to do this anymore. Like compare her to Nicki Minaj. You know what I'm saying? But she came out and recently gave some props to Rapsody on Twitter. I guess one of her homeboys put her on to Rapsody, and she heard her for the first time and said, "This girl got flows." You know what I'm saying? Which I don't think Nicki Minaj has ever came out and shouted out Rapsody at all.
I don't think she ever shouted. Who has she shouted out? Nice pause.
Dead silence.
Dead silence.
Crickets. Cue to crickets.
Cue to crickets.
Yeah. Todd, cue to crickets. No, I mean, I don't know. I don't think she's ever really came out for a female rapper and said, yo, this bitch got bars. You know what I'm saying?
No. Because I think Nicki looked at that as saying someone may be better than her if she's saying, listen to her, telling her fans to go, no, listen to me. That's what she wanted.
But why not show love? You know what I'm saying?
That's what we always stressed about.
Right.
We talked about it, but it seems like she might start trying to, you know what I'm saying? Because she sees it.
Because Cardi B is doing it?
And now, and now, everybody almost spit your drink.
Right. I almost spit out my drink.
But I only see her doing it now because it's kind of, now it's like, it's happening. So it's like, she needs to. Although I heard her spin on that Crippy Kush track that is out there. It's like, it was number 1 on Tidal and shit. So I listened to it, and a verse on there saying like, all the females need to thank her for like basically paving the way or opening the door. And it's like, why would you say that? Because you didn't open doors. You kept them shut. Dead bolted. Stood there, sat on that rocking chair with a shotgun, waiting for someone to kick that door open. She's like, "You're not coming in."
Right. She's weird. Listen, I feel like Nicki Minaj is playing this all wrong. You know what I'm saying?
She is.
She's playing this all wrong. And I feel like Cardi B is playing it all right. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she's made better moves. I feel like people
are going to respect her more.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Nicki Minaj does have better bars than Cardi.
I would have to say, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just because I heard Motorsport. And I was like, okay, Nicki definitely killed that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nicki does have bars.
She got bars, okay? Let's not even take that from her. But
can't take that from her.
You know, I don't know. I feel like maybe it's a women thing. You know what I'm saying? Where they, like, they're kind of beefing with each other, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. And nobody wants to kind of show love to the, like, I don't understand what that's about. You know
that whole, I'm a girl, but I don't have girlfriends.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it is.
I can't stand females.
All I got is guy friends.
I don't like girlfriends. All that is drama.
Right.
That's what's great. Yeah.
Well, it's really you, the drama?
No, yeah. You are the basis of the drama.
Right.
And that's why you can't have girlfriends because they don't want to fuck
They don't want to fuck
you.
Right. I'm not saying this was going on with Nicki Minaj. I'm pretty sure she got some homegirls, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I feel like she could have.
I'm pretty sure she does, but
this was definitely
in the game.
Right. Nicki had plenty of opportunity to put on Rapsody.
Yeah.
To give her some shine. You
plenty of females, not just Rapsody, but plenty. But yeah,
I know. Even what's the chick?
Snow the Product.
Yeah, there's so many females that like Nicki could have like gave a hand to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And kind of help them with their careers in a sense by just shouting them out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Rapsody, especially like since Cardi B did it, it's like too late, Nicki. You better not try now.
Cardi is constantly, I haven't been, if y'all don't know, I've like shut down from social media. Like, I'm not gonna get back on to 2018.
He's a hermit.
Yeah. I'm pulling the ugly boy.
Ugly guy. Social media hermit.
Right. I'm like, I fell all the way back from social media, so I don't really know what's going on as much anymore. But when I was on there, I noticed that throughout Cardi B's Instagram, she's always promoting this other chick. I can't remember her name, but she's always promoting this other chick. You know what I'm saying? Always pushing her out there. So I'm guessing that like she's already kind of leading up, you know what I'm saying, building a buzz up on this chick while she's blowing up. So whenever she fully drops her album, this chick is going to be on her album. You know what I'm saying? She's going to start a new wave of like probably a trend. Nicki could have done that. You know what I'm saying? Long time ago. And we probably would have more respect for Nicki at the end of the day.
And
not to say that we don't respect her.
Nah, but she'd have a higher form of respect from a lot of people, even in the industry.
Right, in the industry.
In the industry and just people who are fans knowing that she could have done that.
Right.
Not the Barbs, because the Barbs obviously going to ride with her and be like, she did it right.
Some Barbs are going to get on the comments and be like, fuck these guys.
Go ahead.
Dislike.
Go ahead. But you still listened. And
thumbs down.
And you're still going to tell someone else about it.
Right.
And then they're going to listen just because you told them about it. And they're like, really? I want to hear these guys say this.
Right.
You know what? Thank you.
But shouts out to Cardi B though. Your boy.
Why?
Your boy Joyner. This definitely, we got a couple things to talk about Mr. Joyner on here on this podcast.
This episode.
But right now we're going to talk about Joyner Lucas's Gucci Gang remix.
Dropped yesterday if you're listening to the podcast.
Right. A couple of days ago if you're listening on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I'm a little behind on that. Your boy Joyner Lucas, who we rated his album a good album. We think Joyner Lucas is a dope lyricist. Yeah. He has a lot that he has to offer the game. He's new, he's fresh. He's got different styles and all that. And he comes out on this Gucci Gang remix. Dissing Lil Pump to an extent. But kind of dissing more of like the new
age in a whole.
Right.
Or as a whole.
Right.
But yeah.
How did you feel about this diss track? I mean, we kind of had a discussion before the podcast.
I feel like, he did not need any dissing in there.
Right.
Didn't need it.
Right.
He doesn't, as an artist, as good as he is, he doesn't need to diss anybody to come up. Or diss anybody to diss anybody. Right. Just to do it. It's like, I mean, obviously Gucci Gang is like, it's number 3. Right. So, it's high, it's up there. So, to diss it right now while it's number 3 is like you're trying to diss something that someone might click onto your shit, or listen to yours because they're trying to find what they're trying, the original. Right. So then, clickbait, type shit. You go, they click on it, and then either they love it or hate it. Right. But it's still using it though, when he doesn't need to. He could have easily just did a remix without dissing and still get that clickbait, but not get no problems, not start nothing. That doesn't even need to be started. Because
we all know that Lil Pump probably isn't going to respond to this. Yeah.
He couldn't hang with him lyrically.
No, hell no. Fuck no.
So it's like, it's not even a battle. Like, I don't even see him doing this, trying to get him to talk shit back. I think it was just to do it. Right. Just maybe he doesn't like him.
Joyner Lucas
as an artist,
as a rapper, right? Like, there was that time period where we were like, where like hip hop is kind of built in this like whack rappers get the fuck out mentality. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like whack rappers are the ones that pretty much control everything. Yeah. Whack in a sense. You see what I'm saying? The lyricist,
what we used to hear and what was number one.
Right.
Yeah. Because now that's considered whack.
Right.
So
right.
The tables have turned.
Tables have definitely turned. So now you have that aspect going into it. So it's kind of like fighting an uphill battle when you really think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I get it. I think that's where that energy comes from. Like, yo, I'm better than you. But I don't know if that necessarily fits in 2017 to be like a super lyricist and dissing like a whack rap. What people deem as a whack rapper as Lil Pump. You know what I'm saying?
He may be going in at this because he doesn't like him like in all these artists promoting drugs and shit like that, saying that they're just druggies, they're users and that they're just promoting it, and instead of using their talent or their music to make music
or tell stories
and shit, not necessarily. Or maybe talk about those drugs, but in a sense of not just saying, hey, pop them, do them, this, that, like basically saying, use them. You know what I'm saying? Be on it, have fun, party.
Right.
All that music has always been.
Yeah, like okay, so if you're gonna diss like Lil Pump for being like a drug user rapper, then you have to diss like 3 6 Mafia.
Dr. Dre.
Pimp C.
Dr. Dre, I mean, some people were like, weed's not a drug. Yeah. I don't consider it really a drug. It's like a medicine. But what is medicine? A drug.
Right. A drug, right. So, I mean, there's been plenty of people before that, what I'm saying, like, talked about drugs. So I get it now that we're at this place in hip hop where it's like, we've always promoted
but that's what's actually
remember this song?
Like the number 3s and like the top ones.
Oh, top ones. They're so major.
Yeah, they're real popular.
Whereas 3 6 weren't. They
may have made it on a list, but they weren't no number 3.
Remember this song? Ziggity 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 got me rolling on that ecstasy.
Yeah,
I feel that was Bone Thugs and Harmony rapping about ecstasy. Okay,
hey, Afro Man, right? Because I got high.
Right. Eminem, another example of like drug.
Oh yeah,
got these blue and yellow, purple pills. I've been to Mushroom Mountain.
All that,
right, that's what I'm saying. Like the drug use has always been there. Like,
it's always been there.
You know what I'm saying?
I think the gripe is that it's just held as the top rap now, where before that was just there.
I see what you're saying, right?
And I think the gripe is that why is this number one? All they're doing is promoting drugs. It's like I have substance, And I see that argument, but he's still not going at it the right way. You can still make your voice be heard by just doing a remix with him and then being heard.
If he would have I believe that if Joyner would have approached, I don't know if this would have happened. I don't know what Lil Pump and his people doing, but I really feel like if he kind of approached him and was like, yo, I got like a remix, or if Lil Pump did like a remix with all the lyricists, cause you know what I'm saying? I feel like everybody could do this, you know what I'm saying? And work together.
Yeah.
I feel like Joyner Lucas would have probably got just as much buzz, you know what I'm saying? I know that probably some of their ideals and their philosophies probably don't match, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like this could have been worked out.
They could have did a song where he talked about why he does his shit, and you could talk, and then you respond on why you think he shouldn't, or and
right?
It could have made it interesting.
A prime example of somebody doing that was Andre 3000 on the Walk It Out remix.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Where he started telling you like you wear your shirts too big. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And make your mama proud and all that kind of shit, right? Like
on the track itself.
On the track itself. You can do that. Do that.
Make it artistic.
Right. And just, you know what I'm saying, come at it from different light. That's why I want people to respect Andre 3000 so much, because he would still get on the, you know what I'm saying, on the Walk It Out.
Age or some shit like that, and still
teach you some shit.
Yeah, and still put his 10 cents in, you know what I'm saying?
You can't be the king of the parking lot forever. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm just saying.
Some real shit.
I mean, I like Joyner. I think Joyner Lucas is dope. I just don't feel like he should be wasting his time doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the approach, like, he doesn't need to diss. I mean, we were speaking about this. He could do something as simple as doing a mixtape, like a dedication, Lil Wayne type shit.
Right. Which I think is probably on the way.
but without the disses, you know, and just rap on them the way you felt like they may have should have been rapped on. Those beats.
Right.
It's a mixtape.
He would definitely do. I mean, everybody's gonna know. Like, cause I mean, everybody when you hear, everybody's gonna know. Oh, fucking Joyner Lucas killed everybody. We know he can do it. We know he fucking will kill all these fucking dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do want to hear him go toe to toe with some of the heavyweights. You know what I'm saying?
If he's gonna go toe to toe, yeah.
Like, yeah, I want to hear you bar for bar with some of these heavyweights. I'm just saying. Listen, to me, as people that because I like lyricism and I also like ignorant shit, right? So when I hear lyricism, I don't like hearing them. I don't like really hearing people going to like. I don't like seeing ignorant people diss the lyricists, and I don't like seeing lyricists diss the ignorant people. I don't like seeing that.
Yeah.
Right? Because I feel like we can all work together. But I feel like if he spent that time, you know what I'm saying, just spitting and making ill shit, we don't need that.
I mean, some might look at it as bullying.
It could be seen as bullying.
Yeah, because
we know you gonna fucking kill these motherfuckers,
and it's like, and you're dissing them,
right?
But like I said, I think it's just more of the fact of how just breaking it down. I think it's kind of the fact of that's what's popular, right. And it's like, why is this popular? This used to be it used to be there, but it wasn't the popular music. It wasn't what everyone wanted to hear,
right?
And was like number 3. You know what I'm saying? Back then, it was something more lyrical that may have made it to number 3. You know?
Right.
And so, I mean, tables have turned, and you got to accept it and just kind of go with the flow.
Go with the flow a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think he's got to. I would like to hear him do songs with some of Dreamville, some of TDE, or maybe they're afraid too. Maybe they're afraid he's going to fucking snap on them or whatever, which is strong possibility. You know what I'm saying? But is Joyner Lucas going to go in on the Absol song and say I'm better?
Is he going to go in on like he did the DNA? He went in on DNA.
You think Joyner Lucas feels like he's better than Kendrick Lamar?
I feel like I think he feels.
You think he feels like he's the best rapper alive?
No, I think he feels like he definitely can hang in that. He should be up there with those best rappers. Right. That's what I think. By doing that DNA that he did,
but I never hear Kendrick dissing.
He doesn't need.
He just did a song on Rich the Kid. He just did a song on Rich the Kid, and to me, it was actually kind of fire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't need. Yeah, that's Kendrick realizes that. That's the difference between him and Joyner.
He did the fucking purple pints, perfect pints.
Perfect pints. Yeah,
he was on that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, and I see Joyner definitely can hang with them.
Of course.
He can hang with them. He could be up there with them. And so in a sense, I kind of see him being like, we got good guy Kendrick, bad guy Kendrick. Or good guy, bad guy, Joyner.
Right.
Good guy Joyner.
So,
like, you could kind of,
we're going a little longest topic, but.
Yeah.
I feel what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Like, he's kind of like the one that kind of like, I will diss these guys, but he is on that level.
Right.
Where Kendrick's like, I don't need to diss these
Right.
guys.
I know that I'm on that level. Right.
Why diss them?
Right. Maybe there's more of a hunger coming for Joyner. You know what though? I will say this. Listen, if Joyner's listening or anybody likes Joyner listening, every top rapper has gone through a ratcheted ignorant period in their raps. Eminem had it. Everybody had a ratcheted ignorant period in their raps, okay? Yeah. And what I mean by that, for instance, Kanye West.
Yeah.
He had his first good music era or whatever, and then he kind of went into like just pure ignorant ratchet Kanye, where he was on like Chief Keef shit and kind of on these trap type beats. He had his ignorant era. And I feel like Kendrick is going through his ignorant era right now. You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm saying? Just be ignorant, just have fun, and just be you know what I'm saying? Just ignorant for a little bit. I feel like Joyner could be just a little ignorant. What I mean by ignorant is not like you're stupid or whatever. I mean by just having fun and just you know what I'm saying? Maybe you got too drunk and you just
maybe that's what he's doing. He's just having
this is ignorant.
Yeah, maybe this is what Joyner is. He's just like, you know, fuck, I'm gonna have a little fun right now because I'm on a level where, you know.
You might be right.
But on a side note, just to go a little more off topic, I recently saw that Kendrick is redropping like the collector's edition of Damn.
I want to hear that.
And the playlist is backwards.
Fucking asshole.
The playlist is backwards because he said it has meaning front to back.
We talked about that.
Yeah, and that is it's coming out.
Yeah.
So that's a little side note. I did read that a little earlier, so I just wanted.
I just bet it is Kendrick. Okay.
I read one.
Give your props to Lupe. Okay.
I read one comment where a guy said, "Well, then just play your album backwards." Just start from the last track and then work your way.
I mean, you can literally make a playlist with the songs backwards.
Exactly. You
can
fucking do that too,
absolutely. But yeah, man.
Your boy.
Yeah. Harlem, New York.
Hat wearing.
Dipset dancing. Writer. Lyrical. J.R. Writer. Your boy J.R. Ryder, is basically Attack of the mumble rap or punk rap. Yeah. Attack of punk rap.
Yeah, you said it again.
J.R. Ryder has released his new art for his new project coming out, called I Really Rap, is what it's called. And his new cover art kind of takes from Lil Yachty's cover art. And on the cover art, it's more like an animated, and he's kind of taking aim at some of these rappers that are out here that are kind of making moves, but you know.
But he has them all sitting there like in the theater,
right? You got Riff Raff in here, Bad Bobby,
XXX Tentacion,
Danny Brown, Ugly God, Yachty, Lil Uzi Vert, Riff Raff. They're all on here.
Yeah.
I actually thought that was Chance the Rapper, but it says here in the editor's notes that it was not Chance the Rapper. That was actually Ugly God.
Yeah.
He's basically taking aim at, is that Kaepernick? No, is that Kaepernick? The top right there?
I was like, was that artist that passed away?
Nah, that doesn't look like it. Yeah, I haven't seen it, man. Go look it up, man. It's for J.R. Ryder's I Really Rap album cover or mixtape cover. I'm not really sure. He's basically. I'm actually surprised that Danny Brown's in here. To be honest with you, not because I think Danny Brown's dope, but I know a lot of people consider him as a dope rapper. But he's just kind of sitting here in the movie theater with his J's on, with a Supreme stamp, and he's on his cell phone. Like, what in the fuck is going on?
It looks like he's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it looks like he's out of place.
Yeah, he's like, what am I doing here? How did I end up here?
It actually made a pretty strong statement, but the probably most interesting thing was, Danny Brown came out and was like, yo, you better like, kind of like, don't put me in this.
Do your homework.
Yeah, do your homework. And, J.R. Ryder responded, no, I'm not going to listen to that.
I did my homework pretty much.
I can't do this voice that you have. So, just send me the lyrics. Because I'm not going to listen to this
I'll
shit.
read your lyrics. I don't want to hear you spit them.
Which is pretty damn disrespectful.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? Do we need this?
Well, because I think he doesn't need him to send them. He can just find them online.
You go to genius.com?
Yeah, you just go over there, lyrics.com. And yeah, I mean, he doesn't need to get him to send them. He can find them himself.
So this is being just disrespectful, pretty much, because he can easily find the lyrics on his own.
Yeah.
Like, nah, bitch, send them to me.
Like, nah, I want you to send them to me, because then at least I know I got them from you. It's like me hearing you.
J.R. Ryder is definitely a lyricist, you know what I'm saying? he's never really had like the huge super buzz, except for when Dipset was kind of popping their hardest.
Even then, I believe he didn't have a bigger buzz that he could have had.
Right.
Even when Dipset was popping,
Right.
and he even had a little name at that point. It wasn't as big as it should have been, I think.
Right.
Or could have been.
Right.
He's always been a dope artist. I mean, he's like a up tempo, spitting bars. I mean, like
he's got bars.
Wordplay, fucking metaphors, anything. You know what I'm saying? He uses the fucking English. You know what I'm saying? English to the full extent,
Right.
Add like metaphor, similes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Double entendres, whatever. He throws it all in there. He fucking.
I think that with like JR, I don't know, maybe we'll hear something different with this one. I'm actually kind of interested to see what he's going to be doing with in the new age, what he's going to sound like, now. But, sometimes like with the East Coast, man, they kind of have like this one kind of style of rap where it's kind of like the Cassidy style, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like this box flow almost, you know what I'm saying?
No.
And it doesn't really like, there's no inflection, voice inflections. There's, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like the bars be tight, you know what I'm saying? But, as far as like changing it up and doing different things, you don't really hear a lot of that.
Nah.
So I'm actually interested in seeing what J.R. Ryder's going to do, with this.
He's always had good production on his shit.
Yeah.
Like, decent at least. Like,
Right.
he's always had pretty good production where it's like, it has that Dipset effect.
Feel,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
right.
It has that feel. So I wonder if he's going to keep that.
Shit, I
Or if
mean,
he's just going to move on to something new. I mean, what, Metro Boom?
I don't know. I don't
J.R.
think he's
Ryder?
gonna fucking Metro. I don't think he's gonna fucking Metro.
I don't
Boomin.
think that's happening. But yeah.
I mean, I gotta respect him for not backing down from Danny Brown. I gotta kind of respect that.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He didn't
Everybody
change his mind.
Right.
He was like, I know what I said.
Right.
You don't need to tell me to do my homework. He basically was like, I did my homework and I know how I feel about it.
I mean, it's kind of easy to diss these other guys, though. You know what I'm saying? So, but he's definitely including some other people in here that weren't included. I guess like even Riff Raff. A lot of people like Riff Raff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a big fan of Riff Raff. I know some people like him, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
there's moments.
I mean, he's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like he just says some wild shit sometimes, but.
There's moments that, you know what I'm saying, that he'll spit something and it'll surprise me and I'm like, okay. But even for the most part, I'm not really a fan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm interested in seeing what J.R. Ryder's going to do.
It's going to be full of just lyrics. It's going to be
I think it is. And I just don't want that, man. I don't want to hear, because it just seems like the easy thing to do.
What if he goes on there and he praises all these rappers?
Or he has them all
featured.
These are all his features?
Yeah. Like he has everyone buzzing thinking that he's dissing them and shit. But
hell nah, bro.
That'd be some shit.
The people that fuck with J.R. Ryder would not fuck with him anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if he had all those features.
Right. But at the same time, though, man, like, it's maybe this is the new trend, man. You know,
for the old heads.
I just don't want this to become like this old head thing where everybody's like,
"You're better."
Fuck your purple dreads and your skinny jeans. It's like, all right. I kind of been hearing that for a long ass time now. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
we've been saying that for a while now.
I've said it a few times. You know what I'm saying? Like, though I've praised some of them, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Yeah. But I've said this
styles are just
red dreads and green dreads and yellow dreads and all that. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's just a way of standing out. But I don't know, man. We'll see. I guess
we'll see. We'll see what JR puts upon us, because I mean.
It's going to be interesting just to hear what he's going to put out now. You know what I'm saying? Because even
based off of that.
Right. I was listening to, which we're going to review later. I was listening to, your boy, Black Eminem. I can't think of his name right now.
Hopsin.
I was listening to Hopsin, and, I was listening to some of his shit, and he kind of picks up from some of the new wave too, like just some of the style or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not completely, but like he's very aware of what's going on now. The kind of trend. I'm not saying he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? But it's interesting. I want to hear how J.R. Ryder's going to sound. Is it going to sound like same old J.R. Ryder, or is he going to have some kind of new, fresh spin to him? You know what I'm saying? So true. We'll see.
We shall see.
Your boy T.I, who's come out and he came out and said, he's came out in defense of some of the new rap, with 21 Savage recently, but, also recently he was, doing an interview and, somebody asked him about the T.I and Jeezy collab album that they kind of spoke about a long time ago. This is coming to a light today. T.I wants to see this shit he wants to see this shit coming. He wants to see it going.
Dope Boy Academy.
Dope Boy Academy. That's what it's going to be called.
So, are we going to get Dope Boy Academy, or are they going to just give it a new title?
I don't know what this is going to sound like, but because this is kind of the era of like collab albums. So, I'm cool with this happening. But I do kind of feel like it should have came a while ago. Kind of like how I felt about the Fabulous and Dedicates.
I think that's how we're gonna feel like that about all of them, because we could have seen it happen back then,
right?
And it would have made, like we said, way more of an impact at that point,
right?
All of these will be like any more that come after this. It's like it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be almost like the same story.
They Jeezy's albums would feature T.I, and they were always good feature on the. I was actually listening to this the past like week or two, so this is like coming right on time right now. But I was listening to Jeezy's Thug Motivation 101 and I think it was The Inspiration, which was part of his second album. Where he had the song on Thug Motivation 101, Peace Up, A-Town Down. Yeah, they had already been kind of collabing there, and then I was listening to the Jeezy and T.I song, Cause I Got Money. Nowadays I fuck the baddest hoes cause I got I'm listening to this, and if you listen to T.I.'s verse on here, I realize this is the most non-economical shit that you could tell. And I realized that rap has been fucking up the black economy and the hood economy for a long time. If you listen to T.I.'s verse, T.I. literally is saying, he said that he fucking crashed a Bentley GT and left it and went and got a new one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then he was in another car and he got a flat. Okay. And it's like, he just left it. All right. And he
get another car.
Had to leave in Houston. That's what he said. All right. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is the most non-economical shit. Rappers over here making everybody go broke.
Hey, that car got stripped down immediately.
He's leaving in Houston.
Like, it was in a chop. It ended up in the chop shop ASAP. If he left it there, chop shop.
Right. But yeah, man, are you interested in hearing a T.I and Jeezy album, man?
Yeah.
You think this will work in 2017?
I think that this is going to be the time that we're going to see this. That people are actually just going to be like, hey, let's do what we should have done a long time ago. And some people are also going to just put aside differences they may have had back then.
Right.
Just do an album together because it's like they're going to try to make up and give us something that they should have gave us a while back.
Right.
It may not be what we could have gotten because it's just not that time, that prime anymore.
Whatever their height.
Yeah. So it's like it's just going to be nice to get. It's going to be really like,
nostalgic.
Yeah, nostalgic. You know, it's going to be like, you know, we would have appreciated this 10 years ago. But
we would appreciate this back in 06, 05, 06.
Yeah.
You know
what I'm saying?
saying?
You know what I'm saying? We'll deal with it now. We'll like it now. So, I mean, for the most part, a lot of us are probably going to like a lot of it because it will be nostalgic. And, you know, I don't see them making a whack album.
Nah, me neither.
Like, I don't think
that has some Metro Boomin on there.
I don't think that's in their DNA. They could.
They should definitely do some fucking.
They
Metro
definitely
Boomin.
could.
And there should be a 21 Savage feature on there.
Because
I'm not fucking with you if y'all don't got them.
They're some of the pioneers of this trap music.
Oh yeah, of course.
So it's like
they kind of are.
So it's like they need
both of them.
Yeah. So they need.
T.I was the one that kind of started the. We gave it a name.
The term trap.
Right. He gave it a sound. You know what I'm saying? And then Jeezy fucking took it with Shawty Red and like blew that bitch out the fucking water, dog. Yeah. I'm literally listening to Jeezy's Inspiration, who, by the way, he's going to have a new album dropping this month. Mm-hmm. I think it's called The Progression, I believe. I'm literally listening to the Inspiration. Hypnotize, you are hypnotized. Do you remember that track? It's the intro track, bruh. Now I command you niggas to get money. Hey, now I command. Bruh, that fucking beat is so fucking cold. That, I remember when being in somebody's car and when this motherfucker had to bang and we put it on for the first time. Okay. And
that shit knocked.
That was fucking trap music, bruh. Okay. Like that's literally the core of trap music. You know what I'm saying?
Some of the originators.
Nobody was doing that at the time.
So that's why they should fuck with some of these new age trap producers and shit like that. Cause
just take it to a whole nother level.
Cause these are their babies.
These are all their babies.
These are their kids. So it's like, why not fuck with your kids? You know what I'm saying? And you know, kind of make their day. Because in a sense, it's kind of like, I started because of you. Right. A lot of them will have that feeling. So it's like, they're going to try to come up with some dope shit. So, I think they ain't gonna let us down. They ain't gonna let us down.
They're not. I think it's gonna be a hot. And if what I believe they're probably gonna do is if they're gonna have features on it, it's definitely probably gonna have a lot of the A-Town features. You know what I'm saying? You might hear some shit with Big Boy. You might hear some shit with Ludacris.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna, if they do it right, they're gonna definitely include our era in the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They should.
Right.
I think when artists do that from our time, when they come together these days, in this day and age, it's like, I feel like they need to do that.
Old heads got, I'm gonna say old heads, but the veterans got to do that.
Yeah. They need to,
include the same pieces.
Yeah, the pieces that.
Manny Fresh.
Yeah, things that made them hot then, so it's like, you kind of feel like this album was from then. Like, it's what we should have got. Instead of, it's like, it doesn't sound the same.
Right.
You know, it's not the same. Still good,
right.
but it ain't the same.
Right.
You know, it's not kind of a pickup because it's like so long of a drought.
Right. So yeah, we're definitely excited about that, man.
Yeah,
shout out to T.I, shout out to Jeezy.
Cannot wait.
We cannot wait, man. Hopefully we get this in 2018.
Yes, sir.
This weekend for the culture, your boy.
Yeah, definitely.
Mr. Slob on my knob. Mr. Snorting that white shit up they nose.
Mr. That's an old reference. Like that was always in the background of his tracks.
Muffy, yeah. Juicy J,
the Juice Man.
Juicy J is like a prime example of like how we talked. This podcast we talked a lot about the old heads hating on the new heads.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, or the veterans hating on the new school, and some of the veterans sticking up for the new school.
Yeah.
Juicy J is the only motherfucker that's like, he's not talking. He's just doing. He's working with the new school.
He's taking it on and putting on.
Right. And he's keeping his sound alive as well as the sound he created. You know what I'm saying? And keeping himself fresh by linking up with Suicide Boys, who we've heard them produce some dope ass beats on his last mixtape, which we reviewed. And now he's just going to be executive producing their new album, as well as they're going to be doing a joint project together.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I'm excited because this is the Juicy J that I've been yearning for.
Right.
Like, I need this Juicy J, not he's moved on Juicy J from his originality, like from what he always kept it there, but he didn't do it like full blown. He kind of just ran with the time.
Right.
And stayed relevant and did his thing. Not mad at him at all.
Right.
He's where he is now, and that's why he's able to do what he's doing by putting on Suicide Boys.
Right.
And
which they're kind of putting them, I don't want to say putting them on too, but it's definitely like a partnership that they got going on where they're like, they respect each other. They recognize they're kind of in the same realm with the sound. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep you new. You get me the respect. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's
like they got a perfect tandem working.
No, because it's the same sound. Like they definitely were influenced by 3 6 Mafia.
Right.
Like there's no doubt about it.
Why can't these people be like Juicy? Why can't the veterans be more like Juicy J?
Go find talent that you like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or something that fits you. You know what I'm saying? In the sense that if you're doing it like that, something that kind of someone that you can tell is influenced by you, and like put them on,
right?
Because if you feel like you contributed to hip hop, and you have youngins that listened to you when they were growing up, and now their style is similar to yours, then those are the people. And obviously, you feel like you made your impact, and that you need to put on, like, those are the people you need to put on, because obviously your rap you feel is influential. If you're putting it out there, or you feel like it's good music, you're not putting out whack shit. So if you feel like you're doing good music, why not put on the people that are doing that same style music? Keeping your style of music alive. It took me a while to get that out there, but yeah, that's my point.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I mean,
down a little bit, but yeah, he's doing that.
You know, like there's a lot of like the legends, they figured out how to stay relevant, and the way you stay relevant is if you watch what's going on with the new wave. You know what I'm saying? You pull from it, and you just kind of stay there, always in everybody's face. You know what I'm saying? We know Drake is doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because Drake has popped up on so many remix. Drake put on like just hopping on that shit or just kind of showing them off a little bit. He's put on like so many people in the new. Like he knows where the pulse is. Yeah. Same with Kendrick. Kendrick is hopping in there doing shit with whatever with the new wave, the youngsters and shit. You know what I'm saying? These people that figure this out early, they usually stay relevant for a long ass fucking time. Yep. Beyonce, for example, she had SZA writing on her album. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to keep yourself relevant by finding that new blood, that new juice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And put them under your wing type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Give them some pointers, help make them a little bit better. They keep you fresh. Yeah, it's a win-win. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm happy that Juicy J's doing this, and I feel like more rappers in the game need to do the same.
Mad respect to Juicy J for that because more need to do it, and I seen this coming a long fucking time ago. Like I seen Juicy J, not necessarily Juicy J, but I seen someone within 3 6 Mafia fucking with Suicide Boys because they were so similar. They were their children in a sense, right? You know, like they were birthed their style from them. So I knew that at some point someone was gonna fuck with them, and who better than Juicy J, who has stayed out there more, right? Where the rest of
still very relevant.
Yeah, exactly. Where the rest have been more
not super relevant, but they've been definitely relevant
and still out there. But Juicy J, he's stayed out there. He's fucked with Wiz Khalifa, been with Taylor Gang for a while, so a lot of people know him, right? And he's able to kind of almost like a rebirth, bring his old style back, right? And I'm sure I'm gonna
reinvigorate
because that mixtape we heard that we reviewed, that shit had a lot of that in there already, and I was like, yes, that's why I like this so much. Right. It was like this is the Juicy J that I know and that I feel is Juicy J at his best. Right.
So shout out to Juicy J for keeping the culture going. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody could take a lesson from Juicy J.
Take some notes out of his book because he's doing it right. Right. And shout out to the Suicide Boys, you know what I'm saying? Cause,
which I'm waiting for their next project. Yeah, I really want to hear that.
I can't wait.
This week in artistic ignorance, The Crown is we're bringing Joyner Lucas back up again.
Yeah, it's a 2-time or maybe was it 3-time? I don't know. Either way,
definitely been in here before.
He's another. Once again, we're giving it to Joyner.
Right.
Even though earlier we were just talking about how he needs to simmer down a little bit with the dissing. Right, like, dissing, it's not needed.
Uh-huh. And he should do more of what we're about to talk about. Exactly. Now, Joyner Lucas is to an ambitious level here, and trying to end racism, trying to stop racism with his new video. I'm not a racist, and
it's very very ballsy, very bold, because like. People could take it 2 different ways,
right?
You take a chance with a video like this,
right?
But he did it real tastefully,
right?
And I believe he did it right.
I think he did it right.
Yeah, and got the message. I mean, the lyrics in the song already got it out, but by putting the video the way he did it,
right?
Where it's like the 2 gentlemen sitting.
Yeah, so describe the video for people who haven't watched it yet.
There's 2 gentlemen sitting across from each other. Got a black man and a white man. The white dude's wearing a Make America Great hat again. And the black dude's just over there with his jersey? Like
with his dreads.
With his dreads.
Looking like a little thug.
With a shell. You know what I'm saying? Dreads, cut jeans, you know what I'm saying? Just, looking like he could be a little thug or something. And they start off with the white guy stating his views on how he sees the black dude. Or just black people in general, and and his case for being against it, and of their views, not just being against black, but just being against their views, right. Things the way they see it, and calling them hypocrite for certain things, and making points, right? You know what I'm saying, from his view, right? You know what I'm saying, from where he's at, from the outside looking in,
right?
And
then you have the black guy who's pretty much doing the same thing and calling out the flaws he sees
and actually answering some of the things he said.
And answering, right.
Yeah, saying things like, well, let me tell you why. You know what I'm saying? Or, and very, very well done because they show their emotion and everything. You know? They choreographed it well.
And there's two different guys, and they're basically Joyner rapping Joyner Lucas's verses, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because Joyner's first verse is
the white guy.
Perspective of a white guy.
Right. And
the second verse is the black guy.
Right.
So, the white guy, it's Joyner Lucas.
It's compelling.
Oh, it very much is, yeah.
Do I think it's going to end racism? No, I don't. But I do got to tip my cap to Joyner for at least trying. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Artistically.
Right.
You definitely, you fucking made a video that's, it's worth watching.
So, okay, so
it grabs you.
Yeah, definitely last year, well, definitely, because you see he's become listen, Joyner Lucas has become a master at this shit, okay? Yeah. I don't know who his team is, but he knows exactly how to get you to click on shit. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the thumbnail, it's a white guy with the Make America Great Again hat on, and the title of the shit is I'm Not a Racist. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So immediately you're like, the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just stands out. What is going on here? You know what I'm saying? So he's figured out, Joyner has figured out the ways to make people click on the fucking, click on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
He ended it with, we were all humans until race disconnected us.
Right.
Religion separated us. Politics divided us. And wealth classified us. And then hashtag, I'm not a racist.
Right.
Or I'm not racist. Yeah, but to end it like that was some strong words right there at the end because, you could look at that, read it, and can you deny it? You have to ask yourself.
You can't, okay, so I'm trying to make this a race debate.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to get to it. You know what I'm saying? I was funny. I was watching Deezus and Meryl, and on Viceland talking about this. And, at the end, Deezus was saying something. He was like, damn, am I pro racism? You know what I'm saying? Right now, because he made some points. They made some points in there, you know what I'm saying? Which I kind of agree with to an extent. You know what I'm saying? But I also do try to see from other sides. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's too heavy, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
There's more to it than what's going on in this video and this song.
Oh yeah.
At the end, y'all, they hug, and they're like,
yeah, and they
let's be friends. They
basically like, I understand what you're saying.
Right.
I get it. Okay.
I can't be mad at anybody for trying to spread love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Message out of the bad that's happening with it. You know, like in this time, like a lot of people are saying racism's. Well, I'm not saying it is. There's a lot of racism happening. So in this time, you're just trying to put a different spin on it. You know, to make it, people to kind of look at it and be like, we need to listen a little bit more, maybe.
Both sides do need to listen a little bit more, but
a lot more, really.
Yeah, it's just too much to unpack. You know what I'm saying? There's way too much to unpack. Yeah. But I do, like I said, I appreciate Joyner for trying to unpack. You know what I'm saying?
It was well done.
It's definitely well done. If y'all haven't noticed it, if you haven't watched Joyner Lucas videos, you can literally watch his videos because they're all like little mini films. You know what I'm saying? Just go on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Go through his videos and queue them up on your fucking Google Cast or whatever you're using, and just let them play because every video is like a little mini movie, and every video's got a point. There's a story. There's something going on.
Yeah, Winter Blues.
Right.
They're all very well done.
The Keep It 100.
Keep It 100.
Where you're following a $100 bill as it's passing through people's. Yeah, they're all very interesting and I think he
thought out.
Yeah, I think he may have. I think he may have brought that aspect of videos back. You know what I'm saying? Just make them interesting and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because a lot of videos are just more about just flash and just colors and just
Gucci Gang
things happening. You know,
Gucci Gang.
But
he's got a tiger. Oh shit! He got a tiger in the video, dog. You know what I'm saying?
But exactly, it's like what? There's a tiger.
Right.
Shiva.
Right.
For The Walking Dead, but nah.
Right.
But nah. He likes to make it interesting. He likes to make a little film, basically.
Yeah, they're like little mini films, man. So I got to give his props because nobody's put out. I mean, Kendra's put out some pretty dope videos. Jay-Z's got a couple, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, Joyner's got to be in the top 5 best music videos to come out in any genre.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? For this past year, because he's definitely put in his work with his videos.
Well, I mean, that Winter Blues is the reason he got on Artistic Ignorance the last time.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that shows you that his videos are very interesting and just very well done.
Yeah, keep making these boss ass videos, Joyner, if you're listening. And let's not diss Lil Pump, okay?
It's not diss anymore. Anyone, like, why? Just show us what you can do.
Oh, hey, Joyner, if you're gonna be diss people, I'm just saying you got diss the big dogs, homie.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to get that respect. You got diss the big dogs, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You gonna throw them shots at M, cuz? Huh? You gonna throw
Kendrick?
You gonna throw them shots at Kendrick, cuz? You know what I'm saying? You gonna throw the shots at Cole, fam? Tech 9? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you want to be a behemoth? You got to take down a behemoth, baby.
Jay-Z?
Hey, Jigga? Knots? You know what I'm saying? You want to be a behemoth? You got to take down a behemoth, baby. That's all I'm saying.
Talib Kweli?
You a behemoth out here. You can't be out here taking down pawns.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
You can't go after the non lyrical rappers. Right. If you're lyrical, you got to stick to the lyrical.
Stay in the lyrical lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Because it's a different weight class.
It's totally different. That's
how
like,
you got to look at it.
That's like
a different weight class.
Right. That's like the Hulk versus Batman. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
No, the Hulk versus Hawkeye. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joyner versus New Age rap is literally like the Hulk fighting a bunch of, what is it, Ghidorah? What do you call them? Chitauri? Yeah, that's literally Joyner Lucas versus New Age rap. Yeah. This is New Age rap.
You
okay?
can play a little cut scene from him, that one scene when he says, Hulk, smash.
Right.
And then he just jumps and starts fucking them all up and smash.
That's Joyner Lucas versus New Age rap.
Yeah, okay? Right now. So it's like, you don't need to do that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Joyner,
if you're let the Chitauri live.
Yeah. Let the Chitauri do their thing.
Let them take over the world a little bit, you know? Let them.
Right.
That's what he's doing.
Let's see you go against Thor, my G.
Hey, that would be his argument. He's like, I'm trying to rid the world of this. The world doesn't need to be taken over.
Shout out to Joyner. We fuck with you, man.
Yeah,
you know
we do fuck with you.
These are just jokes, man. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Joyner.
Yeah, shout out. Artistic Ignorance.
Time for the reviews.
Bring it. Let's do this.
Your boy.
Uh-huh. Is it?
He's a baby. He's a big baby.
Right. Okay, I got you.
He came out with Hotline Bling first. That's right, hot take alert. The originator of the Hotline Bling.
Yeah.
I like to cha-cha. I like to cha-cha. Your boy Big Baby Drum. He just released a deluxe version of his album. Yeah. I think it's called Big Baby Drum. I think his name is just Drum.
It's Big Baby Drum, and then now it's the deluxe. That's what's added to it.
So
deluxe.
We're late to the game to Drum. I've heard songs here and there from Drum, but I hadn't listened to a whole project. So when his deluxe came out, it was like all right, let's review Drum because we haven't really delved into Drum. I know they consider him hip hop, but I don't know if this is really hip hop in a sense.
Nah.
It's not even like new age hip hop.
It's different.
I can't even call it R&B.
Yeah.
I can't even, maybe experimental R&B?
Some jazz hop? Some blues hop? Some soul hop?
Shit, I don't know. Experimental blues hop.
I likes it.
I kind of
fucks with that.
Experimental blues hop. That's right. We just came up with a new fucking genre on the Truth Be Told podcast.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, we're gonna put that on the shirt. Yes. So if y'all have never heard of Drum before, heard any of his music before, this is definitely a different push. There's definitely different sounds going on here, and it's really hard for you to kind of place him into a category. You know what I'm saying? We made our jokes, but it's really hard to put him in a category. It's really, you don't know where to put him, and there's ups and downs with him where
he has hints of everything, of new age and just that how'd you call it? Blues hop? What was it?
Experimental blues
hop. Okay. Experimental blues hop.
Get it fucking right.
I need to get it right. Experimental. I'm gonna fuck it up on purpose for now on.
Right.
But yeah, like he has a little bit of everything on that note. Like he has a lot of the new age. And
there's soul.
There's soul in there.
There's times where I go, you know, he can actually sing, and there's other times where I'm going, no, he can't.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that.
Right. Yeah. So you know,
he doesn't like at times it feels like when I'm saying he can't sing, I'm thinking, why weren't you singing like you were before?
Yeah, like
why didn't you bring that type of singing onto this track?
Right.
You changed your singing up,
right,
to non-singing.
One thing I can respect about DRAM is he's definitely doing him. He's definitely unique in his own right, and it's his. You know what I'm saying? Which you don't really hear a lot of that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Where you go, that's his. He owns that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can find little hints of it. There's a song on there that I was telling you kind of remind me of CeeLo and Gnarls Barkley.
Yeah, I feel like this is like the child of Gnarls Barkley.
Might be, man. Might be. Everybody else has got a child. Why not Gnarls Barkley?
Why not? I mean, why couldn't he have touched somebody to make to make them want to take on that style? Like, oh, you know what? I like this. I'm gonna make that mine in a sense. I put my own twist on it.
So sometimes, like when you listen to CeeLo and Gnarls Barkley, they're usually kind of unorthodox. The metaphors are kind of deep. They're kind of doing their own thing, and usually the production is pretty, like different.
Yeah.
You're basically hearing DRAM do this on somewhat trap beats. You know what I'm saying? So he's kind of giving you that like unique view on it, but in a more up to date sounding type beat, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Some of the concepts in here are pretty interesting, and then some of them are very surface level at the same time. You know what I'm saying? They don't go that deep.
Yeah.
There's times where he does rap on here, which isn't bad. It's not fantastic, you know what I'm saying? But I guess it fits with what he's doing.
Yeah. If
that makes sense. And he's got some pretty interesting features on here. He's got Erykah Badu, which actually was a pretty fire ass track.
I like that track.
Yeah, it was actually a good track. He's got the Gilligan song, which most of us heard.
Of course, we all
Juicy
heard
J and A$AP Rocky.
Broccoli with Yachty.
We've all heard Broccoli with Yachty. Yeah, we need a video for we got to get the video soon, right?
You know what I'm talking about,
right? Yeah, I do know what you're talking about. Okay, that's pretty much what's going on there. Yeah, I wish we had video so you can see this.
I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done that with video.
Right. So you got there's a couple strong features on here, and there's definitely times where I'm vibing out to this. It's like vibing, and there's other times I'm like, you know, that key you off on that key a little bit. You know what I'm saying, or whatever, man. What'd you think of this,
you
man?
didn't enunciate.
Yeah, or you didn't
There's
enunciate.
Times that it was just like he was mumble singing,
right?
Like but however you want to call it, it wasn't even rap, but it was like how he was doing it, but it was mumbling in a sense. And it's like he didn't just say it like clearly, and I was like, it's definitely not my style of rap or music at all, really. I mean, although I would have to say I did like Gnarls Barkley shit, how he did shit. Never heard the whole album either, though. But I did like songs I heard. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, like this album had some cuts that I was like, okay, he has hope if he does more like this. He didn't do more like that, so
yeah, there was a lot going on. I see what I mean. You know, if you liked like Gnarls Barkley, some of like the singing of Mos Def, you like kind of stuff like that, kind of, you know, different sounding, different type of metaphors and concepts and shit. Some of that is in there, definitely. Yeah. But then there's also some of this like kind of, you know, like candy pop esque type stuff too, which is definitely a little bit, you know, I can tell, you know, that he has like kind of a more mainstream. I can see some of the mainstream rocking with him. I mean, he's got to be doing something. Like Kendrick put him on his tour. Yeah, on the Damn tour. So
But I also could be just knows he has a following and just like, hey, it's business.
There's a lot of people that got a following that he could put on that tour.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It could have been a label thing too. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. Or he could just respect. Because I mean, I feel like Kendrick would have the final say on who's going to be on this tour or not. You know what I'm saying?
I would think.
Because he had Travis Scott on there too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, all in all, man, what do you think of this project, man? Scale of 1 to 10.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it 100, like 100%, like one of his tracks. His titles,
right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that I gave this about a 5.
You gave it a 5.
Yeah.
Woo! That's bad.
Yeah,
definitely bad.
Yeah, there was tracks that I was like, it's cool. I fucks with it, you know, but. I wasn't feeling it overall.
Right.
Yeah. It just was a little too different in a mix of the new age where he didn't do it right.
Right.
To me. It's my opinion.
Right.
But still, he got the 5 because it's like he had hope. He had a glimpse of hope of where I was like, yeah, I was thinking like if there was more of this, it would have been doper.
Right.
And some of it, I didn't like all the production either.
Right.
Like, but it did fit with his music though, with the tracks that I didn't like either. So
I'm gonna have to score him just a little bit higher. I gave him a 7.5.
No,
I think that he has like, I think he has some talent there. I think he has a little bit of range.
No.
Yeah, I think he has a lot of room to like do some different things. I don't think he should go too far out though. You know what I'm saying? Because he's kind of a little far out sometimes. But he's got a couple grooves on him. I just can't front. Like, he's got a couple grooves on him where I was just like, this is some cool shit.
Yeah. And
then there's definitely some kind of, you know, kind of wonky, wacky type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of scattered about there, and it kind of brings down the thing of it. But yeah, I give him a 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah. So.
Being mean.
Nah, you putting out the real, man. That's how you feel.
Nah.
But you know, like I'll definitely probably listen to some more drum in the future if he puts out something else. He tightens it up a little bit, and I think he has like I think he somewhat has a future. You know what I'm saying?
He probably does.
He just needs to be
sure
like,
he does, but
just needs to shape up a little bit. That's all.
Yeah, he does.
But shouts out to him though, man, for fucking just being him. Like,
oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you definitely you get an A+ for fucking being unique and being who the fuck you are.
To me, you got a shout out for being like so far like the only person that's taken on Gnarls Barkley style type shit,
right?
And kind of
a lot of people couldn't do,
and did good with it. Right. Like for those tracks, those are some of the tracks that I enjoyed,
right?
And some of the ones that were more hip hop, and you know, but still,
right. Oh no, it's a Killian. That's just how it is.
Shout out to Juicy J.
Right.
That production was on point.
Right. Shouts out to him. Your boy Joseph McVeigh,
King of the Ghetto,
the man who brought you I Hate You, Bitch,
Kimro Slice.
The man who also brought you such hits as I'm chilling with my broad and you are. No, that wasn't him.
Luther Vandross. I hate you, bitch.
Right. I never thought I'd say. So basically, your boy Zero has
Roski
dropped a new album. Not too long from when he dropped his other album, a follow up to his project No Love Boulevard. He's got a new one, which is simply aptly titled
Codeine. Yeah,
I don't see these rappers dissing on Zero. You know what I'm saying? If you see the cover too, it's just him like in a cup
It's a hand holding the cup, the styrofoam cup, and he's
Zeros
inside.
in
He's
it like
he's
a
in
hot
the
tub.
syrup. Yeah, he's in the syrup with his hands holding the side, coming out smiling. You know, got the shades on. Right. And the lean is splashing out.
Yeah, he's like in it like a, like somebody, you know how like when they put you in a little dunker and they throw that ball?
Like
you
just got
you fall in.
Yeah, that's what he dunked into some syrup.
He got dunked in some codeine.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Zero for that.
Yeah.
Houston partner has came out with his new project, and the last project we were saying, you know what, man? I mean, I felt like Zero should have rapped more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I felt like he was like, all right, I'm gonna rap.
Did he hear us?
He might have heard us. All right.
He might have heard us. He might have heard the word.
Listen, bro.
Or we speak for the people. We speak for the trillions as well. So I think on behalf of everyone, like we were kind of speaking on everyone. So everyone had that same feel. We weren't the only ones. So we kind of probably got that everywhere.
Right. So you being us being from Texas, what did you think of Zero's new project, Codeine?
I liked it. I mean, one might be like, he's just going to be biased. It's Zero. He's from Texas. Yeah. I got to respect the man.
Right.
Like I always said, he speaks on some of the things that a lot of people don't speak on no more. And he's one of the people who's kept his style, didn't change, and he hasn't needed to. Because he's like one of the only ones that does that style with that, the way he does it.
Right.
Since he's done it since day one, you know, and to have Pimp C from the get-go on the first track, a little snippet from him.
I don't owe you niggas shit, bitch.
Man, just to have that, I'm just like, yeah, rest in peace.
Right.
Chad Butler.
So what do you think of his lyrics, man? You know, what do you think of his the raps, the bars?
I think it's just same old ro.
I heard a little hesitation in your voice.
It's the same old ro. Like, the hesitation is that I'd love to say, man, he elevated to another level, but honestly, he's at his level. This is what ro does. So I honestly don't expect too much more when I get a Ro album. This is what I expect. And I really appreciate Ro albums, how he does his shit. Right. I really thought his production wasn't on point. Still, he still to me has that struggle where his production isn't always on point.
So my favorite track on here was So Houston. Yeah. That was my favorite track on here. I like the beat. I like the hook. I like what he was saying.
Yeah.
I like the style.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was riding really that night in the car with it banging, and I was like, yeah.
That shit was fucking dope. Yeah, he incorporated all the Texas rappers that passed, and you know what I'm saying?
He made them proud of him.
Yeah. You know, he knows they
Big
proud.
Hulk will be proud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, DJ Screw.
I'm so Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still singing on here a little bit, but it's definitely not as much as what he was doing on No Love Boulevard.
He still has it singing. I mean, he still does the singing thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's still there. It's not like he just went straight to rap and all rap. Right. But there's a lot more rap on here where he and there's actually a few tracks where he got back to a little bit fast rap.
You know what?
A few. Not as full blown.
Definitely not as full blown.
Not as full blown. But he got
to do something with Trey, bro.
He's
got to get back in there with Trey.
I think that's what's taking it away. Because that's when, Eight Assholes by Nature, ABN, when they were doing
that's
those.
What I'm saying.
That's when it was like both of them going back and forth type shit.
Still paid. Still throw.
I think we're gonna forever say that because I don't think it's gonna happen.
Gangsta.
Man, hey,
still a G. Don't play me, cause you'll see asshole by nature. Yeah. Hey, I need that shit back. Okay,
yeah, you do need that,
right?
But I don't think it's gonna happen because I don't think they've made up.
This was a solid project from Zero. If you're a Zero fan, you know what I'm saying. There's a couple solid tracks on there, but you're right. Some of the beats were, kind of, and then some of the songs were kind of, like you say, same old Ro.
A little cliche for him.
Right.
Like, you kind of like, well, I did expect that. Where I do expect, like I said, it's what I expect, but at the same time, he does switch it up and doesn't hit you with kind of the exact same. Some of these songs are kind of like the exact same song, just recorded differently. Right. Same message, same. But
he has glimpses of like old rapper Zero. You know what I'm saying? Does have glimpses of it on there, and there's definitely some Texas bangers on here.
Hold up, bitch.
Yeah.
That beat knocked, and that track went hard as fuck.
Right. There were definitely a couple, like, fillers, you know what I'm saying, for Zero. Maybe he should do more features.
Yeah.
He should get some more features on there.
I would love to see more features, but it's like, to me, when I don't see features that I used to see on a Zero CD,
like a Paul Wall or something,
sometimes it makes me think, are there some burned bridges? Or
no, I just believe that Zero he said it, One Deep Entertainment.
Yeah.
I think that's Zero's motto, and he sticks by it. He don't fuck with everybody, which, I understand that. I understand that mentality. I'm not knocking him for that, but I do believe that, some other features would have probably made some of these songs a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Well, even if it's some of the, cause there's some new cats like what's the guy, Max O'Cream. Yeah. Max O'Cream's from Houston, you know what I'm saying?
He spoke even on this album about situations where, he said where, people fuck him over. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he is how he is. Which
is understandable. I get it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like, that's kind of why he sticks himself.
You know what? At the same time, though, this is going to get a little bit into Zero's psyche. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. Are your expectations of them too high?
Yeah.
Of these people?
Well, it depends. What did they do? Because if they did something fucking like unforgivable, like then what the if y'all have seen that, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Right. but yeah,
hold a grudge forever. That's Zero in a nutshell, y'all.
Yeah, it's like
he's like, fuck you one time.
Like, one time I'm
fool me once, fuck you forever.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably like, y'all can't, I ain't trusting you. In a sense, he's probably like, how can I trust you if they fucked him over big enough? Did something real fucked up, then it's like, he's probably like, how could I trust you ever again?
How can I fuck with you again?
Yeah, it's like, we're done.
What did you give this on a scale of 1 to 10?
Scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah.
I have to give it the 9.
Woo!
9. Yeah. I actually have him in my ear right now, so I do that to the beat that I'm listening.
Right.
That's still a player.
Right. I would say that I would give this probably about a 7. You know what I'm saying? It was some, like I said, it was a couple of strong tracks on there. Then there's like the same old roll, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Yeah.
I'm being biased with mine.
You're definitely being a little biased, but I'm not knocking you for that. You know what I'm saying? I kind of expected you to do that. You know what I mean? But there's a peak row that I like, and I kind of got glimpses of it, but I want a little bit more. So maybe he is listening to us. Maybe he's saying, "Hey, I'm gonna rap some more." You know what I'm saying?
The reason I gave it a 9, I'll explain it a little bit, because he gave me more of that rap, what I wanted.
Right. He definitely did go into more of a rap.
I felt
approach.
like he heard us. Like, that's how I felt. Listening, I'm like, you listened, you heard what I fucking asked for, and I got more rapping, and yeah, like biased Riffa is a 9, and I'm still higher than you if I'm not biased,
right? Because
I'll give it an 8. I'd give it an 8,
right?
Like if I wasn't being biased,
okay.
Well, if I wasn't being biased, yeah, that's why I said it from the beginning. That's me being biased,
right?
Yeah, I'll give him 9 for that, but yeah, non-biased Riffa would give it the 8,
right?
Because I see your point, because it is repetitive. Row is repetitive,
right?
Like when it comes,
I just feel like he could
CDs.
Fall back a little bit,
a little bit. I think
just take a little bit more time, and because I feel like he's kind of just like doing them and knocking them out, doing them and knocking them out.
Yeah, I feel like he hit a wall, like where it's like the style and what he's doing, and every album is now that same way. And I feel like he needs to fall back and go take a page out of some of his original shit,
right.
Some of his old shit, and there's shit that he does there, like his rapping, where he took it to that whole nother level, rapping fast with like Trey type shit. But he did that before he was even with Trey, when he was doing his old albums by himself,
right.
And if you just go back to some of them, Zero versus the World, shit like that, and like study some of his own albums, study himself. Yeah, study some of his old albums himself. Right. Study himself a little bit. Look in the mirror, in a sense, like look into that mirror by listening to your own album, and you need to take a little bit from that. That's how I feel. That's what he needs to do, because he has the potential to be an artist. He's highly underrated when he's on that level.
Right.
And when he does that, he definitely can be up there, hold his own with the best of them.
With the best of them, right.
With the best of them.
Right.
And so, yeah. That's what we give Ro. Shout out to Ro, though, because he's still holding it down for Texas.
Right.
And, you know, we still appreciate you.
Keeping the culture alive.
You know what I'm saying? We're all proud of you.
Right.
Not just the following Screwed Up Click members. You know what I'm saying? We're all proud of you. Your boy. Snake around the neck like it's a scarf boy.
With his white contacts looking like an extra from Belly.
Only the pupils showing.
Your boy Hopsin.
I'm
not sure what his real name is.
I don't either, but I do know. Marcus.
Oh, is it Marcus? Your boy Marcus. Calling people out of government names?
Yeah, he's like, but he said it on his album plenty of times. That's why I feel like I'm allowed to say it.
Right.
No.
Been referred to as the Black Eminem.
Yeah.
A few times.
Definitely.
I know he probably hates that though.
He probably does hate it.
Or do you think he likes it?
There's a possibility he might like it. He might be like, well, that's a compliment. You know?
Right.
Eminem is highly ranked in the rap game.
Right.
So it's like to be known
but
as...
at the same time though, you're like known as...
You know, his shadow in a sense.
Right, his shadow, yeah. Do you want to be known for that?
It sounds so horrible to say that too.
What, the Black Eminem?
No, I just like to say his shadow.
Yeah, because he's black.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That sounds
You're
so
racist
racist.
as fuck.
Yeah, it just sounds racist.
See, Joyner, your shit didn't work, alright? Your fucking video didn't work.
That so horrible. When I said it, I was like, that didn't sound good. So I'm just going to air it out. That's not what I meant.
Right.
Racist fucks. No.
Your boy, Hopsin came out with his new album. I don't know what the new album's name is.
Oh, No Shame. It's No Shame.
No Shame.
He has no shame in this album.
Right.
That's why he airs out a lot.
Right.
In this album. Like, shit that's happened in his life. I mean,
right.
I didn't even know, but you were telling me, which, like, that he had disappeared from the rap game. I think
he was like retiring or something, man. It was a kind of a thing. He was just like,
I had no idea.
I'm leaving. I'm going to Australia. Fuck the rap game. You know, he was just fed up.
Of his life. He thought.
So he thought. And this shit just went haywire.
And this is his journal,
right,
of situations. I mean, the intro has he'll hate it, but he kind of does it himself,
right?
Yeah. So either hate it or love it, Hopsin. Hopefully you love it, but it has that Kim feel. Eminem, this and Kim.
It definitely. He does have a look. I hate calling him the Black Eminem, but fuck.
That's what I'm saying. It's
like a very Eminem, you know, like a lot of his music sounds very much like Eminem. Like that's his, I don't know, that's his biggest inspiration. But it's not even like it's the old Eminem too that you hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the old
has a lot
Eminem.
of just vibes in there.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying?
A lot of emotion.
Right.
You know.
But he is at least matching Eminem's lyrical capabilities. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely is.
Right. Which,
that's why I appreciate it, at least.
You can sound like him, but you can't, it's hard to match him lyrically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which I feel like Hopsin does.
Oh, he definitely does.
Right.
I was a fan of Hopsin. Like, I think I may have heard him before, but the song that I definitely knew I had heard of him or knew who he was and had actually got to seen him in a video was Am I a Psycho on Tech 9. Him, B.O.B. and Tech 9. So it's like, off that I was like, this fool he got that dope flow, like kind of like he kind of elevated to Tech 9's style and how the concept as well, you know, and the way he spit it, you know, I like that dark, that horrorcore type shit.
Horrorcore.
I listened to 3 6 Mafia growing up.
That's not really horror. Is that really?
It's like the originators, and they kind of ran with it and kind of made it more. Because a lot of people consider them devil worshippers. They talked a lot about 666 shit,
right.
you know, and you know, demons and devil. Gangsta Boo went
Hypnotized minds.
Devil's daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, yeah, so it was.
So you feel like? Do you feel like?
And so
Hopsin is like a horrorcore artist.
He showed that he doesn't. He's not at all times.
Right.
Like he actually, I could actually say he's kind of all around. He could storytell.
So he produced most of this album.
No.
If not, I think he produced all this album. No. Which I didn't know too much about his production capabilities. Which his production on this is actually pretty pretty damn good.
Yeah, I mean,
for somebody to be that lyrical, you know, and
I think he's an all-around artist as well. I mean, he not just lyrical, he sings. You know, I didn't realize that because I haven't heard.
He's coming around a little bit.
I didn't know that he. Well, yeah, it's not that straight up full blown.
Right.
You know, R&B. It's not Brian McKnight.
It's not Drake.
It's not Drake. It's not Drake.
Right.
But nah, I mean, the way he did it is still dope. How he did it, you know what I'm saying? The beat was dope on that track too. To tell him who you got it from.
Right.
And it had like an R&B style feel, you know. But that just lets me know he has range in doing other. He does have a
little bit of range, you know, for him to produce and you know.
Even that, I didn't realize he did that.
Right. So. I didn't know he was as self-sufficient as he was. If that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. I you know, I've heard music from him here and there. I've heard a couple mixtapes, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But you know, this is like my first time like really delving into his music. And so, there was a lot of things and you know what, like I think he has like, extraordinary lyrical abilities.
Yeah.
And then he has some times where he's just kind of fucking around. You know
like Happy Ending.
Like Happy Ending, you know what I'm saying? Which, you know, like somebody as lyrical as he is, you can't play around with that shit too much because you run the risk of people not taking you serious.
Exactly.
This shit has happened it's happened with Eminem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's happened with Ludacris.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's happening probably with Lil Dicky right now.
No.
You know what
I'm saying? People want to
be
taken serious, but they come out with something, the concept, funny.
Right.
You know, well put together.
Right.
But you kind of fall into that category. People take that as that's who you are.
Right.
So.
Cause that song, it reminds, you know, like when Eminem was doing Ass Like That.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's funny or whatever, you know what I mean? But.
I mean, even he has a skit, No Words.
Right, yeah.
Where he does that whole mumble rap, mumble rap. You know,
which he's done before.
Yeah, he did a whole video.
This podcast is about they really go on that mumble rap.
Yeah,
it's under attack. Punk rap is under attack.
That has a good ring to it right there.
I know. We should do like this whole expose on this shit.
Hashtag punk rap attack. Right? Punk rap attack.
Oh shit. We'll name this. We'll name that.
We're gonna hashtag. That's the name of the episode. Hashtag
punk rap attack. Yeah. They're trying to take it down. So, Hopsin is definitely another one of those guys that are attacking on, you know, the punk rap.
It's always artists that kind of have that could be lyrical.
They're lyrical, but they're also kind of like in this point where they're not really getting as much shine.
Yeah.
And they probably feel like they should be. Yeah, they should be getting more. I don't know if that's actually going to get you more. Maybe it'll get you more with like a certain type of crowd, but as a whole, I don't think it's going to work.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not going to get you.
Make you a superstar.
Y'all aren't going to trade places.
No. This is the 90s.
It's a different time.
This isn't the 90s or the early 2000s.
Yeah, exactly.
Before, if you were dope as a lyricist and you called out like a whack rapper, like, and you smashed them, people would just move you into place and you would become that guy.
Even Cardi B said, if you want old rappers to be big again, you know, make them big again. You know, basically like, it's up to y'all. If y'all want it to be like that, if y'all want that kind of rap to be back on top, then y'all have to do it.
Well,
it's true.
I mean, he's definitely doing it. He's got bars, man. You know what I'm saying? He's got bars. He's got lyrics.
He got bars. It was very reminiscent.
Very good wordplay.
Yes. I mean,
which I would have thought he would have lost a step, but he didn't really lose a step. He's still just as sharp as he was before he quit rap.
If not possibly more motivated and even a little bit more sharper.
Right.
Like, that's how I feel. Like, he felt like he really fucking did some work on this album. Like, he put a lot into it. He put his heart into this shit because he talked about a lot of shit, airing out a lot of his business.
I think that's what the cover was all about.
Yeah.
What the name of the album is all about.
No shame,
he's got no shame. Like,
it's like
he's bearing it all out there.
He'll tell us all about, and that kind of makes for better artists. You know, so Eminem, hate to refer to him again, but that's kind of was his take. That was his style.
Right.
He just aired out all his business.
Right.
You know,
I guess when you're living out there like that, when you get to that point of fame and all that, there's no reason to keep it all in the raps.
Yeah.
Let it all out there.
The only thing
Unless you did some wild shit.
The only thing that I was like, was feeling was that happy ending.
Right.
It was like, it kind of was like, you could have just left that one
off. There was a couple of tracks on there I wasn't really feeling. Happy ending was one of them. I mean, you know, there's, like I said, I like Hopsin. I think he's dope. But, and I do see too that like, he's kind of picking up on some of the new styles a little bit. Not, to where he sounds like a mumble rapper or anything like that. But like, there's some of the styles, some of the voice inflections. Yeah. I'm hearing some of that kind of come in, you know what I mean, where you kind of pick up off of, the new. He doesn't sound like he doesn't sound like so far old or whatever to where you're like, I'm not feeling like it definitely sounds current.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I do got to give him his props on his production. I do got to give him props on the lyrics.
Yeah. What do you give it? Because I know I'm going to give it and I know how I'm going to say it too. So go ahead.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Let me know.
I would give this off of lyrical ability and his production skills, I'm gonna give this a 9. I'm gonna give it a strong 9. Hopsin is dope, man. You know what I'm saying? There's just, like we said about everybody else that dissed the mumble rappers today, they're easy targets.
Yeah.
They're easy targets. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are lyrical. You know what I'm saying? You got to duke it out with each other and see who ranks on top of that because nobody else is going to make you better.
Yeah.
Mumble rappers aren't going to make you better. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Trying to match up to them. You want to be better as a rapper, you got to match yourself up with the other lyricists. You know what I'm saying? And,
either go at them or join forces.
You know what I'm saying?
Make it competitive,
right.
Or join forces.
I think there may be a Joyner Lucas, I think people are wanting a Joyner Lucas and Hopsin collab to happen.
Man, if that happens.
Now listen, you talking about collab albums?
My goodness.
Okay, collab albums.
My goodness.
Right. We got the Jeezy and T.I, we got Fab and Jadakiss, we got Quavo, we got not Quavo, 21 Savage and Offset. All right. Maybe we need a Joyner Lucas and a Hopsin.
Yeah, I think we should. That would be nice.
Yeah,
be really
why not? Let's see who got the better bars.
Go
let's see who. Listen, y'all dissing over here. I want to see y'all duke it out. Let's see who's better.
Yeah, War of the Words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Right. They don't know nothing about that.
They don't know nothing about that War of the Words.
Oh, what if they take that shit too and use it? It's like, yo, we did that shit, man.
You have to take that shit.
That shit back in like 2000.
That means when people look up their shit, they're gonna find my shit.
Right. Yeah, no. So let's just call it. Did you already rate it on the scale of 1 to 10?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, let's hear your rating.
Oh, my rating. It was the same. It was 9.
9.
What brought it down was to me was that happy ending. Definitely like that was the main one that really brought it down. There was a few other tracks that weren't that bad to me.
Right.
Like, or not that they were bad. It was well done how he did it. It just didn't need to be on this album.
Right.
That needed to be on one of his old albums where he was fucking around.
Right. Because he's 32, man. He's grown. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he does talk about some grown man shit on here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some deep shit.
Because I recognize it, whatever. But I do kind of feel like he's got to get, I don't know, a little deeper maybe.
To me, I think he just needs to stay away from the messing around. Like, don't get, he's gonna end up getting categorized as, a rapper that, like, fools around, that plays around, not taking serious.
And then spending too much time dissing these other guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so.
Right. So yeah, instead of Hopsin and Joyner Lucas dissing the new wave. Yeah. How about y'all do an album together and let's see who's really the best.
And he gets a 9 off top. To me,
do it for hip hop.
Not completely off top, but you know what I'm saying. What helped to get up there to that 9 also for me was just his airing it out, just putting his own business out there and doing it the way some of the best artists have done it. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like taking a page out of some of the best artists' book because some of the best artists have told like shit from their life that you could find out that it's factual, it's real.
Right.
You know, and he just aired it out, you know what I'm saying? He put his business out there, you know, you gotta respect that.
Right.
I give him a lot of respect for that. So
yeah.
Shout out to Hopsin, man. I've been a fan.
Right.
And you did not let me down from your hiatus.
That's right. Shouts out to Hopsin.
Yeah.
We are at the end of the podcast.
Yes,
Y'all
we are.
At the end of episode 94.
Thank you, trillions.
Another one in the bag.
Yeah.
We put in a lot of work. We appreciate everybody. We appreciate people that's been subscribing on YouTube.
Yes, we do.
Please leave us a comment on there.
Yeah.
We will definitely read your comments out on the podcast.
Hit the notifications. Tell your friends. Spread the word.
Spread the word.
Yeah. We're taking over.
We're taking over.
One podcast at one listener at a time. There you go.
One listener at a time.
There you go.
I tried to fit it in with the syllable.
One listener at a time.
Yes, shout out to trends out there, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate y'all. We gonna be up out this thing. No, sing.
No, I'm talking back.
Deuces.
Hold up.
Thanks for listening to the Truth Be Told podcast. Be sure to subscribe and log on to trillmatic.com for the latest in underground music, film, fashion, and more.